Hey y'all, Chris Jones here, your health and wellness expert and owner of Tyler Wellness Center. And today I'm discussing a modern approach to thriving. So I want to give you some tips and recommendations of things that you can do. Guys, so many people that I work with come to me with a lack of motivation, lack of energy, brain fog. They just don't have the mental capacity that they used to. And they feel like it's just because they're getting older. In fact, that's what many of them are told. When they go to the doctor, they say, well, that's just a part of aging. And I'm here to tell you that that's the furthest thing from the truth. We should not feel like we're, beaten into the ground every day and just lucky to make it through the day. That's not how we should feel. So if you've lost motivation, lost your passion, you don't enjoy things as much as you used to, family activities, working out, you don't enjoy hobbies as much as you used to, guys, there's underlying issues that need to be addressed. And quite frankly, just putting a medication in the body to try to address that, I don't feel that that is really the best way to handle this. All right, so what is the problem? Inflammation is at the root of all of this. Guys, what we're putting in our body, food and medications and chemicals and lotions and cosmetics and, sodas and all of these toxic foods, fast food, creates inflammation. And inflammation, as you guys know, is the root of disease. So when we're inflamed and when we continue every day to put inflammatory foods and inflammatory chemicals into our body gets bogged down. Our liver and kidneys and digestive system get bogged down and don't work as efficiently. This overflows from the digestive system into the bloodstream and creates inflammation throughout the body, even the brain. Okay? Gut dysbiosis is another underlying issue when we're looking at these underlying problems. So inflammatory foods, gluten, dairy, too much sugar, guys, it feeds a dysbiosis. It feeds an imbalanced ecosystem or an imbalanced microbiome in the gut. It creates an imbalance and it causes inflammation, which leads to not only digestive issues, but inflammation throughout the body. All right, hormone imbalances. You've got to have a happy balance of cortisol and DHEA. Those are the two main stress hormones. When's the last time you've looked at those or had those checked? Estrogens, there's 3 different types of estrogens that we can look at. Progesterones, testosterone, melatonin. These are all important hormones and they must be in proper balance, in proper ratios for you to feel well, for your brain and your body to function as well as it's supposed to. All right. Blood sugar imbalances. Who has eaten lunch and come back to work, or you're at home, you eat lunch and 30 minutes later you just want to take a nap? That is typically the response from a carb heavy meal, and it's because it's creating an insulin spike to deal with all the carbs and get all the sugars into the cells. And it creates this lethargic feeling where you just want to lay down and take a nap. So, diet is at the core of this. Improving and cleaning up the diet, decreasing inflammatory foods, watching your sugars is really important. When you're trying to balance out blood sugar, and then you have to get sleep. So many of us get less than 6 hours of sleep, and I hear all the time, I feel fine getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Well, the research is pretty strong and pretty convincing that our body, our brain, our digestive system, our hormones do not function as well when we don't get at least 7 hours of sleep. So we've got to get more sleep. What can you do about this? Obviously, eliminating inflammatory foods, as I mentioned, is a really important step. Gluten, dairy, sugar, processed sugary foods. If it comes in a package, you typically need to avoid that food. All right, and that will help to naturally decrease inflammation in your body by cutting out inflammatory foods and then eating and consuming more anti-inflammatory foods. You're going to make a big swing in the right direction there. Okay, reducing toxins, guys. So sodas and lots of these juice drinks and chemicals, cosmetics, lotions, certain cleaning products around the house are just loaded with toxins. And if we can reduce that load, That's going to be absolutely crucial. Another thing to help with that, flushing the toxins out, obviously drinking more water. So what's the goal? Guys, the goal is half of your body weight in ounces of water. Really important. Sleep, as I was saying, we've got to get more sleep. The research shows we're just not going to function as well. Our body heals and restores. Our brain heals and restores when we're sleeping. So getting at least 7 hours of sleep is absolutely vital. And then test, don't guess. How do we know for sure if we have these hormone imbalances? How do we know for sure if there is a gut dysbiosis or an imbalanced microbiome or something called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth? Guys, we don't know for sure until we test. So that is a huge aspect and something that's great at guiding us moving forward with confidence when we can test and see what we need to address. So those are definitely some good things to concentrate on and think about. All right. And then, guys, all I'll say is that I would really appreciate it if you like and share this. Maybe tag a friend, a family member, coworker, somebody from church that you think could benefit from hearing this message. There has to be a better approach. And guys, this is it. So getting to the root of the issue and testing if you need to figure out what is actually going on. So please help me spread this message. Tag a friend, again, that you think may benefit. Have a great day.